Hey guys, welcome back to another video. It's your man Jay. So we're going to be looking at the LG Velvet today, and I'm using the Galaxy Note to record this video. So tell me what you think about the quality. But LG is, to me, known for having some of the best cameras for recording video and things like that. And I'm doing this video in pro mode on the Galaxy Note and the new Galaxy Note, as a matter of fact. So I feel like LG is a company that tends to get overlooked, even when they bring out great devices like this. And obviously the dual screen is detached at this point, and I've been using it just like this because I've been running around a lot, and I didn't really want to flip the screen open a lot. So I've been pretty much using it in the Rinky case with the Frost. Shout out to the Frost Rinky crew. But I think LG is a company that does not get the credit they really deserve. And this is a story that you always hear when it comes to dealing with LG. You're going to always hear people saying that they're underrated and things like this. And it's not that they're underrated. It's just that a lot of you guys have probably been tricked into believing that, LG is a company that's like an underdog, when in fact, to me, LG is actually a top dog when it comes to a lot of things. LG has really good, this is LG's stock software, and I find it funny to hear people saying that, LG, their software is trash. Okay, let me grab something else here. These kind of look exactly the same. There's no skin on this. This is just what the phones look like. Obviously, this is Samsung and this is LG. Can you genuinely tell the difference? Okay. The phone icon is different. The camera icon is different. But both of these phones can be skinned. But these are the native skins for both of these devices. What do you see different? I don't see much difference. So when I hear people saying that LG software is trash, I just kind of think that's comical at best. And I think people really should get off of LG with this LG is trash conversation, because it's just weird at this point. You have to respect LG for their. Let me pop this case off. Oh, I gotta show. Look at this beautiful, beautiful hardware. Now you can ignore the little AT&T logo. I know we don't like logos like that on phones. I don't either, but it doesn't bother me that much. Now you start to compare this hardware to other phones out there that cost, I guess I dropped my phone right there. Oh no, that's my skin. Other phones that cost more than this that don't have better hardware. Man, my screen protector was on there so good. It's the full wraparound from Rinky. I didn't even know. I forgot it was there. That's why I thought I had cracked the back of the phone. Like, whoops, nope. But anyway, people don't like brandings on phones, but again, that's fine. But when you look at the hardware on this thing, this hardware is absolutely beautiful. I love the teardrop style camera setup right there. You look at how this looks. I mean, you got to give credit where credit is due. This is beautiful hardware. And Samsung phones have, and I'm just using them for a reference. Samsung phones, because people reference Samsung phones and iPhones. iPhones in the other room. People reference Samsung and iPhone for the best hardware. But a phone like this, which costs half the cost of the other phones, and it includes a headphone jack, you cannot overlook this. You cannot. It's just incredible that people choose to do so. So when I look at something like this, I think this is a beautiful piece of hardware. It's got fast software. It has one of the latest processors on the market, which is the Snapdragon 765. Okay, to make this premiere or not to make this premiere, go ahead and make it, T. And we know what that video is going to be about. But I just think this hardware is a step above the rest. You got the Motorola phones out, right? Nitek bought the Motorola phone. Pristine bought the Motorola phones. I'm talking about their newer ones, the Edge and stuff like that, and the Edge Plus. And I think LG, this hardware right here, is the same or if not better. I don't understand how people could overlook LG for this beautiful hardware, but you praise other companies for having pretty much the same hardware. I don't understand that. Please explain this. However, you get a personal preference and it's up to you. Software, okay, an example, it's fairly the same as every other piece of hardware, software out there, I'm sorry. It's pretty much the same. This is a fast, fluid device. Been using this since launch, and it is a fast, fluid device. It is absolutely great. And I have the addition, I can put on a second screen and turn it into a real powerhouse. Yeah, I can. And it turns into a folding dual screen device. This is something that you just cannot overlook. And at that same price point, even if this is $599 just for the phone, or you got to try to find it on a promo or something like that if you want the US version, but the international versions, you can find it for less than $599. The unlocked international version. However, if you want this version, this is the AT&T version. Verizon is now getting ready to carry the red one, and T-Mobile is about to drop theirs too at the recording of this video. But depending on when you're watching this, it might be out, it might not be out. But it's not out at the recording of this video for T-Mobile, but Verizon does have the red version. So, you know, this phone, even if you put the extra $200 on there for the screen or an additional $100 for the screen, it still costs less than the phones that it's competing against technically. Let's pop open the camera here. Okay, so I got my $3,000 lens here. So I'm just gonna take a photo right here. I get a good shot like that. Oh, I love that camera. Look at this detail. Look at this detail. That's really good. I got another Sony joint right here. This is my a little bit more affordable camera. Still not. Some people say that this is unaffordable. I'll just kind of lay it down like this, or I'll do it like this and get a little quick shot for you. These are just on the fly, on the cuff shots. That just I decided to demo the camera for you. You should see what's on my desk, man. You trip out like, golly, Jay. But these shots are such beautiful, detailed shots. And this isn't even considered their flagship, if you will, device. It's not. When you go over the video, you got bokeh, basic, ASMR recording. You got it all in this device. And it's something that, okay, don't forget 4K. You got 4K recording too. I mean, there's so much that's being offered here. Let's go back. You got portrait, you got more, you got 360 panorama. YouTube Live is something that I really enjoy in phones. So if I needed to, I could. You got night mode, and it says you can download more, but I think I downloaded them all. But nonetheless, the point I'm making is LG's cameras have always, okay, I got you. I'll clean it. I hear a lot of people in the comments, oh, Jay, you need to clean your phones off. I'm not going to be continuously wiping this phone off just because of your ability to not look at smudges on a phone. I got you. I'll do it this time. This camera setup right here. These cameras are great, folks. It's great. It's great. I feel like this phone is offering a lot, but it also doesn't have some things that I like to use, which is facial recognition. I love using facial recognition, but it doesn't have it. So I'm stuck with doing knock on or a fingerprint reader, because it does have an in-screen fingerprint reader, which I think is really cool. The fact that this phone competes at a level that it's punching way above its class in a lot of areas, you just can't ignore it. You should not ignore it. This LG Velvet has, to me, proven that it deserves a spot at the table. For those that are in the know, it deserves a spot at the table. If you don't know, now you know. Bars. I just feel like I'm tired of people calling, and I don't want to address them as the underdog company, because they're not the underdog company. They make TVs, refrigerators, everything. Just like every other electronic company. Monitors. My monitor, my 34-inch widescreen, is an LG monitor for my desk. And, you know, I just feel like if we're going to continue on this path, let's just be fair about it. You can focus on specs all you want to, but reality is this phone is well worth, in my eyes, well worth what it's offering. It's a good look. I think the hardware is great. I think the software is great. I think the fact that it has a headphone jack and some killer stereo speakers, just killer stereo speakers. Let me see if I can load something up real quick. Got my Montana loaded up.
Somebody got that heat, let's go.
stereo speaker's crazy. There's so much bass in that thing. I don't have to say it too much, but I mean, and then this screen. Let me fire up something on the screen here. I just loaded up a video from my other channel, and I just love how this screen looks, man. I love it. This is a beautiful screen, full screen. It's got the curve joint. It's a big screen, and it's just a pleasure to watch content on a phone like this. For real, how can you call LG an underdog when they have a phone like this? This is absolutely gorgeous. You see the whip in there. You see it. This is absolutely gorgeous. Just gorgeous. Who can sleep on them and continue to say that, oh, they're the underdogs? Just because you don't see a lot of something in the wild doesn't mean that it's a bad phone or people aren't buying it. Because honestly, how I feel, and you guys know it's never tooting my own horn or bragging or nothing like that. I do tech reviews on phones, so obviously I'm going to have a lot of phones. I shouldn't have to keep reiterating that, but seeing as though I do have more than the average person, I can give you a well-rounded look at a company and not be swayed or feel like, oh, you know, I'm just so good with BlackBerry, I'm good with Samsung, I'm good with Apple. Some people can't do that, and to me it reflects when they try to review a phone. LG, even this Velvet, while it doesn't have an 865, I guarantee you if it had an 865, and I said it before, the conversation about this phone will be completely different. But the fact that it has a 765, it's even more intriguing because it performs just as good, if not better, than other phones. I mean, this is a beautiful display. How can you call this an underdog, man? Come on, son. I don't pay too much attention to that. When people start saying it's an underdog and all this other nonsense, I think that's all bogus. I think a lot of people are just so swayed by what somebody else says and they never try it. So anyway, I'm going to get out of here because I can go on and on with this. And the Galaxy Note, this new 20, is doing fantastic. When I look through the viewfinder, this actually looks like really good video. So in the audio, I've been adjusting the gain since we've been recording. Since I've been recording, I've been adjusting the gain to make sure I give you the best sound from the right angle. So what do you think about the audio from this video? What do you think about the video from this video? Those two things, and the quality of transitions when it comes to the light and how the phone looks. Is it in focus, and is it autofocusing real good on a tight shot? You know what I mean? So I want you to look at all those things, because personally, to me, this Galaxy Note this year is the creator's device. I really feel like that. And again, this was done in pro mode on the Galaxy Note, the new Galaxy Note 20. So see you guys in the next video. Hope you guys enjoy. And one thing I want to point out, when you record in pro mode now, or at least with Samsung phones, there was always a limit. And this video is 4K 60, and I could have even done 8K in pro mode, but I didn't want to do 24 frames per second. So this video is 4K 60 in pro mode, and I'm at 14 minutes right now. And it has not heated up. It's no warnings, no nothing. Sony, take notes. It's your man Jay, and I'm out.